All right, so we're up to part 3 of a tutorial making a caster plate, a flange, and a square pipe. So here's my pipe. I finished off last tutorial and then I messed up. So we're going to pretend we're resaving it again. So we just go to File and we go Save, but I'm going to go to Save As so you can see this. And I've named it, and you can see that it's down in here already. So square tubing, and just click Save. I'm going to replace this one for something to do, and don't worry about that. Okay, so that is where we're at. We've saved it and we're on to the next part. So now we're going to go to, let's go and start a new part. So go back to part and we're going to create the flange now. So click on flange here, get into the sketch. We're going to do a circle, and this circle is going to be, let's say, 6 inches. So we're going to go 6. Okay. And from there, we are going to make another circle that is, and I'm going to put it somewhere else this time. So I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to say that it's going to be the center of the bolt holes. So it's going to go and be 5. Okay. Now I didn't center it within the other one because I can also just go to constraint here. Okay, concentric. Let's go slower. That's the concentric constraint. And I can pick this one because it's locked in place in blue. It won't move. This one will still move. So when I click here to here, you can see it does that. Okay. Now I'm not going to put anything. Well, I'm going to put a rectangle in the center. Okay. So this rectangle is, once again, it was 2 3/8. Okay, and I'm going to use the constraint of equals, and that one goes to that one, so it's done. Okay, and then now I'm going to do a bolt pattern that's around this. So I'm going to pick the center of this, and doesn't matter how big I do it right now. And I'm going to say the bolt is hole is 0.45. Why? I don't know, because that's what I picked. And before I go any further, I'm actually going to hit escape, and I'm going to delete this circle. If I delete the circle, oops, I got to go back and just do that one. And I'm going to pick this one, and I'm going to pick that one. Oops, cancel. Well, that's interesting. I guess it just didn't like that. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to array this. So we will go to circular array. From circular array, pick the geometry because it's indented, which is that. Okay, pick the axis, which is that right there, and you can see all the things happen. And I'm just going to change this to 8. So let's go 8. Click OK. There's our 8 things. We click Finish, and now we can then go and extrude. So if I go extrude, click this, you can see how that works fine. Okay, and I'm going to call this a 1/4 inch. Okay, there's our 1/4 inch. Now, what happens if I want to go back in and change this, like I screwed up and I really only wanted 6 holes, right? What I do is I go back and I expand this back to the sketch. I can double click the sketch and it goes into the sketch. Now I can go back to this one, okay, and if I double click, okay, or if I actually get back into this, let's see if I can do this. Usually what it does, it shows me here. Okay, and I can right mouse click and, oh, I'm not going to be able to. There's delete pattern, there's edit pattern, there it is. Edit pattern, I really only wanted 6 of them. Okay, and you can see it's changed it, and I go, okay, now there's 6. Now I hit finish sketch, and it has a problem, okay, because what you've done is you've generated this thing in 3D, and it's saying, I can't do this, right? So we're just going to click on accept. It's going to disappear, don't worry about it, because right here in red it says extrusion, right, little exclamation mark. So we have to right mouse click, and I'm doing this for a reason. We click delete. Now here's the part. You're not deleting the sketches and features that consume. What consume means is just the sketch itself. So we unclick that. Now we click on OK. Now we're back to the sketch, and you can see there's 6 bolt holes. Okay. Now we click on extrude. Now we click there. We hit OK. Now we're done. And now you're back to 6 bolt holes. I hope that makes sense. I did that for a reason. The other thing too is this, you could name this if there's more parts. Okay, but we'll leave that. The other thing you could do in this is, let's say that I wanted something else in here, okay, initial or a piece cut out, whatever. So you could now go sketch and actually start on this and say, geez, I really needed an extra hole or something right here, right? And let's just put it there for something to do. And I'm going to click on this so we actually see it better, and we click extrude. And now you can see how it protrudes up. We could just change that, go to here and go cut, distance, 1/4 inch, or we could go to what's, to next, right, which just takes you to the next surface. And then there we go. Now if I don't like this thing here, and that was dumb of me to do that, which in this case it is, we click on Extrude right here, we right mouse click, and you just hit delete. And we're going to delete the sketch this time as well, and OK, and the whole part's gone. Hope that makes sense. All right, so we hit save. In this case, this is the caster plate. Okay, so we'll call it caster plate, and this is gonna, no, that's not caster plate, that's flange. Flange, and save. All right, last part is putting it all together. So we're going to stop here and go on to the last tutorial.